What's up, guys? Nightwolf88 here, and tonight I'm going to tell you a story of how Alex almost snapped off all 8 of these fingers. Now, before I begin the story, last time you guys saw me, it was, would you realize that? It was the last decade. Yeah, great transition, real smooth, but anyway, it is officially 2020 now. It's been 2020 for about a week, actually. I've been doing my same schedule, just work and sleep, hanging out with friends. So yeah, I am in a different setting. Last time you guys saw me and Justin, we were at the creek. We were actually mostly in my car and then at the creek, just giving a little update video. I am also recording on my new cell phone because I'm tired of you guys seeing me in 240p quality. So yeah, this is my new cell phone. Let me know in the comment section down below if you like the quality of this phone, and maybe I'll use it more for videos and stuff like that. So, I am actually, I don't know if you guys recognize this room. If you don't, check out some of my older videos. The room is actually painted since the last time I was here doing a video. It was originally going to be my gaming lair setup. I was going to have my desk somewhere in one of these corners, but it pretty much just evolved into a workout room slash guest room. This is where we put family members that we don't want to talk to or look at. Yeah, so basically I gave up the idea of having this as a sort of recording studio slash office because I'm much more comfortable doing videos in my room, but once in a while I like to come back here and, well, I was gonna say do some gaming, but I don't really game here anymore. Most of the gaming I do is in my room. Once again, I'm comfortable doing everything in my room at my desk, at my little space in the corner that I have in my desk. So, without further ado, I'm going to give you guys a story of how I almost lost these digits here. So, we're going to go back to, gosh, I had to be like maybe 2 or 3 years old, maybe even 4. So, my mom and dad are in the kitchen. It was sometime in the afternoon, and they were just talking. Dad had just gotten home from work. He was working day shifts at this point, so he was home, had some coffee with my mom, and around this time, me and Alex, whenever we weren't playing PS2 or watching the latest SpongeBob rerun, we would just come up with random ways to entertain ourselves. We would go out into the backyard, sometimes just look around, whatever. We had sports equipment. We would play with the dog, the cats, look around in the forest to see what we could find. This is before they were building or like expanding into the neighborhood with more houses going into the forest. Yeah, it was strictly just wildlife at that point, and I can't remember if I have some footage from that, but if I do, I will show you guys. It was really beautiful at the time, and me and Alex spent many hours walking through it. We had a nice little trail, but either way, I digress. So, I think at this point, one of our favorite games was hide and seek. So, in our house, we have a lot of closets, a lot of cabinets, pretty much like if you were small enough to like cram yourself in whatever nook and cranny, I mean, that was the whole game, just hide and never be found. I don't know, it sounded better in our minds, I'm sure. But yeah, one of my favorite places to hide was our front room coat closet behind the vacuum cleaner and a bunch of Christmas decorations and stuff. So the way our coat closet that we have in the front room works, it's a double door closet. So two doors that are outward swinging and they just click into place when you close them. Well, I decided that this time I was going to open both doors and, try and just slowly, like, leave a little crevice just so I could see if Alex would walk by the door and, just stay hidden or try and find a different hiding space when the coast was clear. So I guess Alex at this point had to be counting some other part in the house. So I run into this closet. I just softly leave the doors cracked a little bit. I start to shuffle behind my dad's leather coats and raincoats and stuff. I think Alex walked by the closet like twice, and I could hear her feet on the wood floor just coming and going. Well, by the time she had walked past the second time, I sort of just inched, like, these 8 fingers, not my thumbs, but like the rest of my fingers, sort of just inched around in between the crevice of the two doors. Well, right as I did that, I guess Alex must have either heard me moving or she must have, like, saw my fingers curl around the door, because she runs full force into both doors, slamming them both onto these fingers. So you can imagine how much of a traumatic experience this was. I still remember the feeling, the pain. Like I said, these were outward swinging doors. So when she went, like, face first into these two doors, they just completely slammed and they bent my fingers back all the way to my wrist. So I'm screaming in pain. My parents are in the kitchen. They come running. They're like, what's going on? What'd you do? So we ended up going to the hospital. 1 X-ray later, found out that none of my fingers were broken. And to this day, a little fun fact about me, I've never broken a bone in my body. I've pulled muscles and had some pretty close calls, but I've never broken a bone, so that's a thing. Yeah, needless to say, me and Alex we were kept under watchful eye from our parents because, like, they didn't want us getting hurt again, but of course we still did. I mean, we were kids. We'd wait for my dad to fall asleep in the recliner and go outside, play with a hornet's nest or something, or, we'd just, like, piss off the cat until we both got scratched up or something. Well, yeah. I mean, kids, they'll always find a way to hurt themselves. Like, throughout each generation, like, I mean, these are just stories in my family, and maybe, like, the gene pool is just fucking stupid or something. My dad used to tell me stories of how he would get hurt, how his siblings would get hurt and all, and grandparents have told me the same, like, similar stories. They would tell their sides of the stories, and of course, whoever else was involved would tell their side as well. So yeah, that's pretty much a story of how Alex could have broken my fingers, but thankfully she didn't. I guess I was at that age where, like, my bones were just really spongy, I guess. It just stretched back or whatever. I don't know. I've got a lot of stories to tell. I'm thinking of, like, uploading a series of these. I've got some crazy stories. This one wasn't really crazy. I mean, obviously, like, you guys probably would have loved to hear a story, that was, like, more intense, but really, I'm just doing this for me at this point, especially with YouTube being the way it is. I mean, I by no means am a big YouTube creator. I'm sure most of you watching out there know how YouTube's been recently with all the new changes and stuff. I think it's fucking stupid, and yeah, I feel bad for all the big creators because now they're suffering because they're not getting the revenue, and these are people that don't have daily jobs beside YouTube. And yeah, I mean, like, it's almost like going to an artist who just, blank canvas, free-handed, the Mona Lisa or something, going up to their artwork and then just spitting on it and then punching a hole through it. Like, I don't know. The world's fucked up these days. But really, what else has changed? Yeah, so that's just about it. And like I said, let me know if you like the quality of this phone camera. I'm probably going to use it because it's a little more versatile and just easier to upload. And yeah, I'm going to be telling some more of these stories from not just my childhood, but like personal experiences with friends. I'm actually thinking of starting up podcasts again, so that could be a thing. If you follow me on social media, you should totally look out for those. I'll be giving out, a few days in advance, maybe even weeks in advance, depending on how my work schedule is. I may get some of my friends to join me on podcasts. We'll see about that. And let's see what the new decade has to offer. Fuck. Let's see what the new decade has to offer us when I'm not, fumbling over my words. Anyway, guys, with that all being said, Nightwolf88 out of here. And getting up because my camera is actually farther away than it appears.